186?
Yeah, because 185 was my solo stream.
Just press live.
Just press live, baby. Actually, I want to see what it looks like on YouTube. You know what? I ate. I'm so fucking mad at myself.
I got a YouTube notification. Millennium Legends Plays.
What is that?
Someone in the live chat.
Dude,
Nick Santora, happy Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving, dude.
It's my YouTube channel. Why do I not get notified? So what is that, a 15-second delay, it seems like?
Yeah, I don't know. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. I see a lot of people saying Happy Thanksgiving.
Yeah. I just want to see, how centered am I? Well, you can't tell because you have the comments up.
No, you're in the center. I just clicked away from the comments.
All right, I'm sitting down. I'm in my spot. It looks fine to me. Dude, I hate the way that fucking Kurt's head is cut off. But whatever. Let's get on with the show. Let's get on with the show.
You tell me whenever you want me to press the actual audio podcast.
Go ahead. We'll do it live.
Do it live. What is that? Like, press it?
Yeah. Marissa.
All right, testing. All right, going live in 5. Yeah, so already people are asking. I thought it was Patreon only.
We'll get into that. It is paid. We'll get into it on the show.
You
know what? Before we get on the show, let's address it. We'll address it. Okay. Let me just say this real quick. The audio for this week only, just because the Tan Friday sale just dropped, and I planned on doing a live stream anyway tonight, just to hype everybody up and let everybody know that it is live if you didn't catch the videos, because I know how the algorithms work. The live stream for tonight will be a live stream to the public. The audio version of the show will be a Patreon exclusive. So,
and then going forward.
And then moving forward, all the live streams will be Patreon exclusive as well. So there will be no more live streams unless you're a Patreon member.
All right.
Still low. Oh, Joey, go to, because it's picking up from the MacBook. Go at the top and go to mics or microphones.
Rodecaster Pro Stereo.
Yep. Is it on Pro Stereo?
Yeah.
People are saying that it's low.
I mean, it says Pro Stereo.
Thank you to whoever just placed the $106 order on my store. Appreciate that. The one before that was $176. So people are taking advantage, Joey, in a good way. You know how people, when they say, oh, you're taking advantage, usually it's a negative thing?
Yeah.
No, this is very positive.
Gotcha.
All right, let's go.
Go live. 3, 2, 1.
Marissa says to me sometimes, your legs are getting bigger. No, bitch, they ain't getting bigger because I don't train no goddamn legs.
You're listening to the glorious House of Gainz podcast. Here's your host, Robert Frank.
You're that CrossFit guy that bashes CrossFit. And I'm like, yeah. Like, dude, I love your shit. Can I take a picture?
What's going on, Patreon? Robert Frank here with you. Thanksgiving night. Joey is also with me. You know what? Let's just do it. I'm at the round table of testosterone, which is actually a square because there's a leaf in the middle of the table. To my right, we have the butcher, the baker, the donut maker, Joey NPC. What's up, Joe?
Happy Thanksgiving.
When I say Joey NPC, do you then say another one and then I say what's going on, Joe, or I say it all at one time?
Couldn't even tell you.
Me neither. Anyway, yes, Patreon exclusive playback audio tonight only because I already know what's going to happen. and I addressed this a little while ago. People are going to say, I thought the podcast was a Patreon exclusive. It is. The audio version is going to be Patreon exclusive. The only reason why we are doing a live stream, so I don't know how many mods are in the stream. I see Zach G, Alpha Omega, Eric Perez. I see John Nelson in the house. A couple more that are floating through. If people ask during the stream, hey, I thought it was Patreon only from now on, just let them know tonight, because of the Tan Friday sale, I planned on doing a live stream anyway, so we're just going to make the video version of the show, or the live version of the show, live for everybody. And then moving on next week, we will do video and audio Patreon exclusive. And we will be bringing back the mailbag next week. We did a mailbag last week with Nick and Britt, and I said we would be bringing back the mailbag. The only reason I'm not doing a mailbag tonight is because it's Thanksgiving, and I'm very thankful for Joey taking time out of his day to come over here and do this Patreon exclusive episode. But I figured a lot of the new people, that because we have a lot of them, would chime in the mailbag, which is cool. We want that. We want the participation. But it will be like, hey, so why the change? Why are you guys doing Patreon only? And I figure we're going to be talking about that on the show, so let's just get that out of the way. With all of that said, I said last week that I would announce the Steel Supplements Ultimate Mass Stack winner, and I never did. And it was pointed out by one of the Patreon bros that was like, hey, bro, did you announce the winner? Because I didn't fucking hear it. Well, you're going to hear it now, Andrew Thompson, because you are the winner of the Ultimate Mass Stack by Steel Supplements. Congratulations. Andrew, you know what to do. You have 7 days from this moment to hit us up. Well, not from this moment. From Thanksgiving night at 9:23 p.m., you have 7 days to hit me up in the Patreon DM. Be like, hey, bro, I heard my name. And I will grab all your information, and we will get the Ultimate Mass Stack out to you. So there's no mailbag, which I already went over. But, Joey, since I announced last week that the podcast was going to be a Patreon exclusive from now on, kind of put people's feet to the fire, okay? And we got a lot of new bros and broettes. And this probably should get its own show with the amount of names that I'm about to read. But you know what? They deserve it because they're part of the family now. And if I ignore them, and if I don't do this, I will feel like shit. So, Joey, let's get to our new Patreon members, okay? Since last week. Pete Bells, Phoenix W, Skeezy, Shane Hartford, Jeff Lampert, Robert Hoffman, Brian Boardwell, Patrick Kolsar, Leo Modest, Mark Borowitz, Christian Mobley, Monster Pickles. I recognize that name. Is Monster Pickles a frequent super chatter? Or does he buy shit on the store, I think? Or whoever. Or whatever. Monster Pickles, welcome officially to the Patreon fam. James Sellinger, Al Castro, Pete C815, Nikki831, Vincent Castro, Brian Gomsky, Evan Murphy, Alex Phillips, Jereb Allen, Kevin Rangel, D-Robe88, Nancy, Leo Bertoldi, Rick Hooer. I feel like that's a fake name. No, I'm just kidding, Rick. I like your last name. She's a Hooer. Kyle the Stallion, Alan Drix, Big Rob, Chris Benitez, Daddy Dong for you. Gotta love that name. Big Podcast is a new Patreon member. Mohit Bander, Winston Wood, Al, just says Al, Ryan Clement, Chad R, Eric Rich, Wait Reaper, Brian Vicky, SIS, or is that SJS? I'm sorry. My eyes are going. Martin Rosa, Michael Kohler, Izzy L, Zach, J Bone, Mick Swiggins, Ryan F, Brian Klinger, Mark Ditch, Paul Henderson, Kim Maestro, JoJo Boy, Lanny P, James Lane, Wilson Ramos, Brian S, 8 Train, and Scott Ferry.
Those are new people?
These are new people since the last episode
Jesus Christ.
that I did not want to be left out in the cold when it comes to the Patreon exclusive. So welcome to the family, guys. Now, fuck me. Joey, let's get to the God Amongst Men. The God Amongst Men tier. We opened up 10 new spots on Patreon. I think there's one left. So if you want to be a God Amongst Men member, here is your chance. Christian Mobley, Jereb Allen, Big Rob, Daddy Dong for you is a God Amongst Men member. Ryan F, Matthew Myszolowski, Andrew Thompson, Charlie Brown, James, Matt6436, Chris Kavanaugh, DK, B.A. Charlie, Anthony Cordula, Chris Tolentino. Did I fuck that up again? No, I did not. Mike Vigliotti, Drew Whalen, Minnesota, Matt Brady Davis, Shane H., Brian Palmer, Anthony Caniglione, Andrew D. Spade, Harry Pasco, D. Marsh, Dusty Wing, Harry Pasco II, Alpha Omega, John Kuchak, Jakes Irvin, Chicano Batman, D. Tibbs, Lane Yardley, Jeremiah Robinson, Carl Angel Sr., Vincent Baffa, who placed a very glorious order on the store earlier today. Or was it yesterday, Vincent? Thank you very much. Jeremy J., Joe Arakawa, Whiskey Biz, Kevin Z., Broker Mavidi, Chris M., Colin Moretti, and the one and only Spenny. You know what I'm thinking? I'm thinking that maybe Harry Pasco is like a father-son like combo, kind of like Bill and William Burns that we have over on the Elite. Speaking of the Elite, let's get to the Elite, Joe. The Elite. Come on, Joe. It's Thanksgiving. The Elite. All right.
Bow. I did the sound at the end.
Joe Burke, Corey Paulson, William Burns, JX Pix, Wheeler, TJ Anderson, Kevin Hackey, Bill Burns, Riding with Rowdy, Mark Massaro. You know what? I can't skip over Anthony Clark. Shout out to Anthony Clark, by the way. May he rest in peace in heaven. Brian Monday Jr., a certified motherfucking G, Nate Tejeda, James, John Nelson, Damian McCoy, Eric Papadoc Perez, Cody Lawson, Zach C., and somebody's got to do it.
Zach.
G.
See, we shared it.
In the house. Is Zach in the house? I know he was at one point.
I don't know. I didn't scroll down yet. I got a couple super chats.
Okay, let's
here.
get to the super chat.
Mike Vigliotti, $5 dono, says, Joey, I seen you benching on Instagram. I'm so proud of you, fat boy.
There you go.
Thank you very much. That's right. I was doing the incline press. Not
130, 135.
I mean, yeah, it's not. It's just so everyone knows.
Dude, that's
really
impressive for the TikTok generation, Gen Z. Is this what we're in now, Gen Z?
Honestly, don't know that either.
Okay.
I don't know.
Because I know that there was, what are like millennials? There was like
millennials.
Okay, so what, people that are born in the 2000s?
That I also don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know how they categorize.
I don't even know what any of this shit
It's just-
means.
yeah, I mean,
it's like the baby boomers.
I guess if you think that 145 on each side and the bar is a heavy, I feel like in high school that might be like cool. I remember when I was in high school and I was real tiny, I was always like, damn, I want to put the 45s on each side.
Yeah.
Now that I'm like this old and weigh this much, that's really not that impressive. I was doing the incline. A bunch of people said that, that's pretty good. But realistically, unless you're doing two 45s on each side, I really don't think it's that big of a deal. And I was throwing it up pretty easily. I'm going to try heavier next week. But John Nelson with a $5 dono says, what up, sexy motherfuckers? Scrolling down here, seeing if I missed anything. Keith Parker, $5 dono, says, good to see you, Frank. Hope you are well.
Oh, thank you, Keith. I'm alive. When people ask me how I'm doing now, my only response is I'm alive. And they're usually like, well, that's a good thing.
My grandma at dinner tonight asked how you are. I said,
He's alive.
Fine. I go, he's fine.
He's fine.
She's like, hey, he's fine. He's fine.
How's your friend doing?
Yeah, they're all, my grandma got cancer a couple weeks ago. She's got to go to chemo now. Dude, this is life, I guess. Everybody's health is up and down all over the place all the time. So that's why you just got to enjoy each day. And it is what it is, I guess, That's how I've always looked at life.
Yeah. So let's see. What do we got here? We no mailbag this week. Those are on my notes. Oh yeah, the Jacked Skellington tee, which we dropped on RobertFrank615.com. Actually, you know what? I'm not even going to get up. I was going to get up and show you the shirt because I have it sitting on the back of that chair right there, but it's all good. Can you reach that, Joey, without getting up? Just ripping that shirt off the back of the back seat?
Probably not, but wouldn't it be better if you just literally went to RobertFrank615.com?
Oh, yeah. You guys could go to RobertFrank615.com and check out the Jacked Skellington tee. So, Elite members. Usually you guys get every one piece of merch for every merch drop that we do. And I said, you know what, instead of, because I already shipped out the November drop and the Jack Skellington shirt was late. So, I know I'm only talking to 20 people right now, and there's a lot of people that are going to listen to the podcast that don't give a fuck. But listen, Elite members, if you plan on placing an order during this Tan Friday sale, Please do not forget to write in the notes section of the store, hey, throw in my Jacked Skellington shirt, because I just don't want to send that shirt out by itself and then pay for the shipping and all this and that when I don't have to. If you're just going to place an order anyway, I'll just throw it in there, sneak it in there like a little, I'll just throw the tip in, just the tip of the Jacked Skellington shirt. Jacked Skellington, like you're getting jacked. But no, what I was going to say, Joey, is 135 for the Gen Z culture. Is it culture? Not culture, because that's a bad
I'd say
word.
for people
for this generation.
for people who are not bodybuilders or anyone who goes to the gym frequently and lifts weights,
Right.
that they would be impressed by anything that's a 45 or higher on a bar.
That
And
is
if
true.
you go to the gym regular, you are not impressed at 135.
No.
Knowing I weigh 240.
Right.
Mike Vigliotti, now the $5 donor, says, Joe, you look ready for 225 on the incline. If you put up 225 pounds for 8 to 12 reps, I will never call you fat again. Well, that won't be happening anytime soon, so you can keep calling me fat.
And he doesn't care.
Yeah. It's too much. I can't go from what I'm at now to just be doing that with ease. So that's like a year out.
Damn. So let's just address the elephant in the room here. This is something that I did on my own. I didn't even tell you I was doing this. Okay.
Correct. People started DMing me.
And your response to me was, yo, what the fuck did you do? Because I'm getting DMs about the podcast.
Because I just wanted to at least be prepared. Because I'm asking people. I'm saying, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
And then they're like,
that was my bad. But you know why? You know why I didn't tell you? I didn't tell you because every time that we bring up the conversation, like in the gym, like I'm talking about like different things I want to do or changes I want to make, your response is always, I don't give a fuck. I don't care. Do whatever you want. Do whatever you want. Do whatever you want.
That is correct. I don't give a fuck. However,
but I should have gave you a heads up.
Yeah, because then you didn't think at any point that people would message me?
Right. Well, I thought they would message me, but I got like 2 messages.
No, I definitely got more than 2.
And the messages that I get, like, I'm baffled. But again, like, I'm not surprised by anything anymore. But some dude literally wrote me a Bible telling me how he's been a listener since day 1 of the podcast. He's listened to every show like 3 times. And actually, I'm getting a lot of people that the new Patreon members, they're DMing me and let me know, like, hey, I feel so guilty and I feel dirty that I haven't fucking signed up earlier, but now you put my feet to the fire. Here I am, bro. I'm like my 5th time around listening to the podcast. Like, they're rewatching it like we're The Godfather 2. You know what I mean? But anyway, so here's what's going on. This dude is like, I've been a listener since day 1. I listened to the show 5 fucking times now. Blah, 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 blah. But I refuse to pay for the podcast. So you just lost a fan or lost a listener or whatever word he did. Bro. Okay. We do an episode every week, right? I mean, we haven't missed a week in a very long time. Even when I was in the hospital, we were doing episodes, okay? Okay, I sound like Mike Francesa now. Okay. Bro, 4 podcasts a month. Sometimes you get 5. You know, like people that get paid weekly. They're like, there's those 4 times a year where I get that 5th check, man. It's fucking awesome. Bro, 4 episodes a week. All you have to do is be a tip jar member. So you can't pay 50 fucking cents for an episode. And if you don't want to, that's cool. That's completely fine. Whatever. There's a lot of podcasts out there. Joey, there's over 1 million podcasts now. I think our last update, we were telling people that there were 750,000 podcasts out there. There's over 1 million out there because of TikTok and how anybody and your biggest nobodies can blow up on TikTok overnight. Everybody thinks that they're famous now. They think that they're a celebrity now. So everybody starts their own podcast. They started TikTok fucking 2 months ago. They got 3 videos that have, 700,000 views. And they're like, oh shit, I'm fucking famous. I'm going to come out with merch. I'm going to come out with a podcast. I'm going to come out with this and that. It's like, bro, you ain't even pay your dues, bro. You know what I mean? It's like, it's whatever. But anyway, my point I'm trying to make is this dude cut a promo on me hardcore in the comment in the DM, And when it all boils down to it, bro, it's 50 fucking cents an episode. That's if you want to do a tip jar. Just throw $2 in the tip jar. 50 fucking cents. That's what you're up in arms about. And if you really want to break it down, our episodes are like an hour to an hour and a half long. So per hour, it's like fucking, I don't even know what the math is because I'm not going to do it off the top of my head, but it's probably like a quarter, whatever. Anyway, you know what I'm trying to say. So let's get into why, the reason why. Dun, dun, dun. I think I said this, or at least I was thinking this when I was doing episode 185, the solo stream, when I let people know that it was going to be Patreon exclusive from now on. I either said it out loud or I know I was thinking it. I said, I'm going to have a bunch of notes for episode 186 of reasons why, and I'm going to give people the breakdown and blah, 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 and I'm not going to just spit from the top, off the top, about why. And I wrote no notes. But here are the reasons why. For the last, let's forget my sickness. Let's go back to 2020 when the world fucking shut down. I started to get into this last week, and then I didn't because Nick and Britt were here, and we wanted to showcase them and talk to them and shit, and I didn't want to, be all fucking negative Nancy and shit. But I'll be honest with you. I don't know if you go back and listen to our shows, like in your car when you're driving or whatever, or you just come here, you do the show, and you leave, and you never listen again, right? I listen back. When I'm playing, the next day, especially, because I'm always looking for little snippets that I could say, here's a funny 30-second clip. Let's just throw this on Instagram and fucking, promote the podcast or let people know what's up. Dude, I'll be straight up, bro. The show has fucking sucked. It's been boring. There's nothing going on, especially with me being... In the days where, like, we would go out every weekend, there were stories, we were doing traveling, we were all over the world. How many different countries were we in together? All of us at the table, not just me and you, but Ray, fucking J-Lo, Beard So Strong, Vin, you know what I mean? Like, we were traveling the world. And anytime that you get 3 or 4 bros or 5 bros together and you travel the world and you're going to different places, Vegas, London, Ireland, fucking Sarasota, L.A., fucking Dan Bilzerian part, like all the crazy shit that you're always going to get stories. There's always something that goes on. Then we stopped going out because the fucking world shut down. So we were trying to just put shit together to kind of get through a show and entertain the bros and broettes. And it worked because, we're still getting great numbers on the podcast. But when I listen back to it, I'm like, yo, we don't do anything anymore. Then on top of that, I got fucking sick. And now I really can't do anything. And I am so fucking depressed about my physique, just everything. Just every little aspect of life, I fucking hate it. And it all stems from self-confidence of not fucking being the same, looking the same. Now that, they introduced all these different hormones, the fucking HCG and the Clomid into my body's like, what the fuck is going on now? So I'm having my highs, my lows. Every morning when I fucking wake up, dude, at like whatever time it is, 8, 9 o'clock in the morning, I sit down and we start packing orders. I'm checking out fucking different things. I am so motivated. I'm like, yo, today's going to be a great day. I'm going to bang out some TikToks. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that, blah, blah, blah. And then, dude, by 10 o'clock, I'm like, I hate the world. I hate myself. I want to kill myself. This fucking sucks. I hate everything. So this is coming off on the show. So now people who just became Patreon members and people who have been Patreon members are like, dude, so you're admitting the show sucks and now you conned us into fucking being Patreon members. Let me explain. I feel like, because I do get a lot of people that tell us, hey, bro, we want to hear your updates. We want to hear your comeback story. We want to hear the health updates. We want to hear Joey's progress. We troll him, but we love the ups and downs of Joey's diet, and then he's not dieting, and he meal preps on Sunday. By Tuesday, he's in the White Castle drive-thru and blowing off cardio. Like, there are people that have gotten so invested in us as people and not the character Robert Frank, but got invested in you. They follow fucking everybody on social media. there are those people out there that exist too, and I feel like those people are going to love whatever we do, right? As long as we're pumping out a show for them every week, as long as we're fucking banging out some content for them, they're going to be there and they're going to support. And they know, these Patreon bros and broettes know, even if they're a $2 tip jar, they're an elite member. And everyone in between, because as the show is going on, we're getting new Patreon members. I'm seeing the alerts come through, so thank you guys. Your names will be read on the next episode. But people know that there is going to be light at the end of the tunnel, and they're sticking around for it. How many times did we talk about at the gym? Fucking 2022, we're going to be fucking jacked. We're going to go out again. The world's going to be back to normal, and we're going to go to Stage House, and there's going to be fucking crazy fucking stories, and we're going to start traveling again, and we're going to go to fucking expos and do this and do that, and it's going to be great again. But right now, I just need to pump the brakes because I feel like for the people that are just on the fence about the podcast and just listen every week because it's just habit, like eventually they're going to stop listening because it fucking sucks. But the people that really are invested, those are the Patreon bros and broettes, and that's who I want to keep happy, which is why I'm going to try to be more positive, a little bit more upbeat, and we're just going to keep doing what we do. And I was talking about rebranding, possibly coming up with different formats for the show. I have new equipment coming in, and we just spent a lot of money on new equipment. I have new equipment coming in that I already ordered off of Amazon that I didn't even tell you about yet. It was just going to be a surprise when you come in one day, and everything is going to look a little bit different. We're picking up the quality, baby. So there's little things that I learned in personal training class way back in 1999 or 2000 when I took my personal training certifications. Shout out to Leo Bertoldi, who's a Patreon member. Just placed an order on the store. Saw that come through. In personal training school, people said that the trainer out there or the instructor was saying that there are people out there that love the gym. They need to be in the gym. They want to make progress. They love getting a good sweat in. They love making gains. They love looking in the mirror. They love the environment, the atmosphere. They love to go to the gym. They'll go to the gym no matter what. Then there are other people out there that go to the gym because they just bought a new sweatsuit and they want to wear it to the gym. So they're looking forward to going to the gym just to show off their new sweatsuit. Or they got a new pair of headphones that they're like, oh, this is going to change my entire workout because my AirPods used to fall out of my ears and shit like that. Now I have fucking, Beats by Dre or whatever the fuck the new headphones are right now. And this is going to change my workout. I'm going to be more focused, more motivated. But it's always these ancillary things that get people pumped up and excited to go to the gym. Or same thing with the car fucking industry. Like people that are really into cars. Like they think their car is boring even though they fucking spent thousands of dollars on all this bullshit in it. But the minute they get the little fire extinguisher that they put on the fucking seatbelt, they're pumped up to drive their car again. They're like, oh man, I just got the new fire extinguisher that I put on my seatbelt and it makes my car brand new and I'm pumped up. That's what I've been doing for the podcast for the past God knows how many months. I'm buying new microphones. I'm buying a new Rodecaster. We bought the new MacBook. I got new cameras. I got new mannequins. I got, bumping up the background so there's posters now instead of white walls. And we got, fucking Tupac, Ziz, Warrior, and who am I missing, Joe? Whatever. I don't even think you're paying attention anymore. I'm just going on a rant.
I don't know the names of the mannequins.
Okay. Well, let's go. There's Warrior, there's Tupac, there's Kurt, and there's Ziz. Okay, so those are our four mannequins. Ziz, then. I did forget Ziz. I'm sorry. God rest your souls. Well, God rest all of your souls, except for Kurt. No, because I get confused because people are always like, "Did you name the fucking mannequin after Kurt Angle?" No, it's after Kurt Cobain. So God rest all of their souls because they have all passed away. But anyway, I was doing all these things hoping that it would re-spark my interest to do live streams, even the nightly racist streams that we were doing back when the world was fucking gone to shit. I want to talk about that too because I got a story about that. But but it didn't. And I was just like, I got to make this decision. And I fucked up and I did an episode of the podcast thinking that you would get an alert because every time when you upload the podcast, you always say, got an alert or got an alert. Hey, podcast is live, whatever. I thought that you would be like, oh, man, it's only 7 minutes long. Let me listen. And you didn't listen. So once you hit me up, I had to hit up Ray because I know Ray was going to get blown up with people. So he was like, oh, thanks for letting me know because, yeah, people are hitting me up too. But, yeah, that's the reason. And we will be back. We'll be back to a public show sometime in 2022, I'm sure. I'll give you guys a heads up of when that's going to come down. But, for right now, I just want to keep the people that really are invested in the show entertained and give them something. And for the rest of the people out there, they can wait. And if they forget about us, they forget about us. Whatever.
$20 dono from Keith Parker.
Thank you, Keith.
We got you, bro. Time for some Gainz knowledge.
Yeah. Gainz knowledge. What does that even mean?
I don't know.
Do you want us to talk about like
Lifting or what?
lifting or something? Well, we kind of talked about your lifting.
Yeah, I mean, I'm.
You said that you want to incorporate one free weight exercise.
Yeah.
Every session.
We do all machines, and I just want to get in one free weight for every 5 exercises. So 4 machines, 1 free weight. For me, I prefer the struggle because when you have a machine in my brain, I don't have to go that hard because it can't fall on me. But when I'm doing free weights, I could like crush myself. So I'm struggling.
You have to be more focused, right?
So when you're doing it, I'm thinking to myself, okay, this can't come down on you. So you're trying. I'm putting in effort. The machines, I'll just sit there and just fucking go back. Like I don't try. So it kind of, makes me lift a little bit heavier. So I'm happy about doing that. So
yeah. Listen, here's the thing. I keep saying that I can't do free weights because of my condition, and that is true. That's 100% true. My fucking guts are literally hanging out of my body. I can't do fucking any kind of real free weight. I can't even do like laying down dumbbell bench press because all I'm going to be able to do are like the 15s or the 20s, and really at that point, what the fuck is the point? But if I'm sitting down in a machine, I could do 80 pounds, 90 pounds, 100 pounds, or whatever I could push up right now. But then I think back and I'm like, I'm not making any gains in these fucking machines. Dude, when I got into my best physical shape, when I was juicy AF, baby, the only 2 free weight exercises that I would do, actually 3, side laterals with the dumbbells for shoulders, milk jugs as you call them. I would do the flat bench press / fly movement, which you've probably seen in some of my lifting videos if you're a Patreon member, where you lay down with the dumbbells, you have the dumbbells on your lap, you lay back flat, and you do a regular flat bench press, but you come down in a fly, and then you pull the dumbbells into your armpits, and then you press up in a regular pressing motion. Shout out to Dylan Jones, who just placed an order on the store. Fly motion, pull into the armpit, press up. Fly motion down, pull into the armpit, press motion up. I call those the Robert Frank press. And then I would do dumbbell curls or dumbbell hammers. Those are the only time. I never did flat bench. Once in a blue moon, I would use the Smith machine for like incline or shoulder press or something like that, especially if we were training, like I was training with somebody. But I never, and I know Smith machine is a machine. It's not free weights. Back then in 2019, I never used fucking free weights. Ever, dude. It was always hammer strength, cables, plate-loaded shit, pin-loaded shit. That's what I would use. So I'm at the point now where I'm like, why? Like, I don't need to do free weights. But I know for you, it's a mental thing. Just like getting the new pair of joggers or the new pair of fucking sneakers and wearing them to the gym. It motivates you. That'll keep you motivated. I'm all for it. I'm there for you. I will spot you. I will change your weights. I'll do whatever. I just can't do it. But yeah, I was very proud of your 135. When you said put a 45 on, I was thinking you were fucking nuts. I was like, dude, this guy's gonna.
It really wasn't that heavy. That's why I was doing it for 3 times. But oh no, I'll try to push myself a little bit more. Mike Vigliotti, $2 dono, says, "Here's $2 for your fries from Wendy's." Joey Chubby.
Damn.
Seriously, that's kind of rude. I'm kidding. It's okay. He just spent like $12 in the last 3 super chats.
Yeah.
That's 6 months of Patreon.
That really is. But Mike Vigliotti's a god amongst men members. He's not worried about that.
East Coast Toasty Boy, $2, says, "Still hoping you get a colon donated to you."
I don't think it works like that.
Me neither.
Yeah. I don't think they can implant a colon. I don't think it's like a kidney or a liver or anything like that. I don't think anyone has ever had a colon transplant before, because you technically, it's an organ that you could live without, clearly, because I don't fucking have one. It's not like you can't live without a kidney. Well, actually, you can live without one, right?
Also, that $2, I can't go to Wendy's. Everything's closed. On the way here, I passed Taco Bell, and they were shut down.
Ugh.
It's Thanksgiving.
Wawa's open.
Yeah, I know, but I wanted the new grilled cheese burrito. It's back.
Okay, you can get it tomorrow.
I know. That's what I'm going to do. It's Friday.
Yeah. Every night we're at the gym, and Joey's just talking about what drive-thru he wants to go to when he
I usually
leaves.
go to Wawa and get food there after the gym, but I'm craving either White Castle or Taco Bell lately, so I'm going to hit both of those up this weekend maybe. I don't know what I ate yesterday. Well, because I was prepping for Thanksgiving dinner today, cooking yesterday with my wife, like prepping all the food, and I'm just fucking hammering down. Like, you blend up the mashed potato, then I just fucking spoonful.
Yeah, then you got to taste it. You got to
mac and cheese. Eating all the mac and cheese. Dude, 2 o'clock in the morning, my stomach woke me up. Just liquid coming out of me.
Really?
Go back to bed, 7 a.m., woke up. Same thing again. My wife, wakes up. She's like, you've been in the bathroom all night long. I was like, yeah, because I ate fucking everything last night. It was awful. And so today I was super cautious with what I ate because I didn't want to fuck up my stomach. But, I feel like half asleep. I woke up at 7. Again, woke up at 2 in the morning.
You're lucky that your body wakes you up to do these things.
Dude, woke up at 2 to go to the bathroom. Yeah. 2 in the morning, wake up. Then wake up at 7. So I only got 5 hours of straight sleep. Then I went golfing this morning with my little brother. We said we're going to start a tradition of golfing on Thanksgiving morning. It was fucking 39 degrees outside. It was cold as fuck.
I could smell shit. That's another thing that fucking annoys the hell out of me. Even though I have this bag, and the bag is covering,
You have ghost fucking scent smells.
No, dude, I get whiffs all the fucking time.
Well, if I smell it, I'll let you know that you smell
you're
shit.
not this close to me.
All right, well, I mean, that's, you're going to have to smell yourself. But, I mean, I don't smell you. So as long as I don't smell you, everything's
So
good.
fucking annoying. Go ahead.
I went golfing. It was 39 degrees. We made a tradition. We're going to golf every Thanksgiving morning. We golfed with these 2 people, husband, wife, nice couple. They were pretty cool. And then I went to my parents' house.
Wait, why?
What?
Why were you with golfing with other people?
Because
I thought it was just you and Pody.
Yeah, but if you don't have 4 people, they pair you with more people.
Oh, is that how it works?
Yeah. So us and the 2 other people golfed, and then, went to my parents, ate. Then went to her parents, ate, and then I came over here. But I feel like fucking, and now I'm saying it out loud. I'm realizing because I didn't sleep more than 5 straight hours. This is what, because 7 hours is would be fine, but I really didn't sleep more than 5 straight, which is why now I'm realizing I feel like death.
Oh, you're very tired.
Tired and like almost like a headache, like weakness type of thing. Like my eyes, if I close on my disc, good night.
Yeah.
And it's because now I'm saying it out loud. The bathroom and all that shit fucked me up.
Yeah, so, I went to bed last night. Dude, I got no sleep last night, but nobody gives a fuck.
Did you do anything today? Are you going to talk about anything you did today, or not want to?
No, I went to Marissa's family's house for the first time. This is the first time in 43 years that I didn't spend Thanksgiving with my parents. They were invited, but they declined, and I went over to Marissa's family's house, and I was actually pretty worried because they have no animals now, but they used to have dogs. They used to have two dogs, and they haven't had dogs in a couple months. I think one died a couple months ago, or maybe a year ago, and then the other one just left the house. I don't know what happened to him. Belonged to somebody else, and then it went back to the owner. But anyway, and I think you and I are kind of the same when it comes to fucking animals.
That I absolutely fucking hate them.
Well,
except whatever you feel, I feel 10 times as much.
Right. But can you eat at someone's house that has an animal?
Can I eat there?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't want to go to I'll eat, but I'll be super cautious because you're going to have hair on shit.
Right.
So I don't.
Well, that's the thing with me. I physically if I'm in somebody's house that has an animal, if I take a sip of a drink that I'm holding in my hand that has a cap on it, I start gagging.
Yeah.
because
I feel like there's hair
I
everywhere.
think that there's hair in there. It's
same.
like pet dander, whatever. And, you know, dude, fucking, I know people out there, they love their fucking dogs and their cats and shit, but yo, animals are fucking dirty, bro.
Well,
like,
you're gonna have people who make the argument that the
animals are cleaner than you are.
Yeah.
I know, but listen, so for me, going there and actually eating, I have not, this is a fucking shoot right now. I have not ate a meal in someone's house that had an animal since I left my house, or since I was a little kid. Like whenever I moved out. I guess I moved out of my parents' house at what, 21? I guess I moved out. 21 years old. I am now 43. It's been 22 years. No, is that 22? Yeah, 21 to 43. Yeah, it's 22. 22 years. I have not physically ate a meal. If I was dating chicks that had a fucking cat or whatever, or meeting girls online or wherever the fuck I fucking never ate anything. If they had an animal, whether it was a dog or a cat, not one morsel of fucking food went in my mouth because I would physically gag. Not because it was dirty. The house could have been fucking spotless. They could have had a fucking cleaning lady come in every fucking day and wipe down the counter and do this and do that and Windex and blah, blah, blah. I still couldn't do it. Especially, you know, people, when you have a fucking animal, unless they eat outside, their food is in your house. Now, Max, the neighbor's cat, who, again, I'm very partial to. I think the cat's fucking pretty cool because he has personality.
Fuck
I know
that
you,
cat.
I know you
that
hate.
cat.
I know you hate.
That's
the cat.
how much I hate animals. Rob even has a slight liking for like this animal.
Right.
Fuck that cat. I fucking hate all animals.
But
goldfish, fuck you. Anything.
Goldfish?
I don't fucking like any animal.
Yeah, but
unless
see,
I'm eating it.
fish are decoration. Like fish don't smell. Fish don't puke on the fucking bed. Fish don't.
Do you have to feed fish?
Yeah, you got to feed them,
Then
but
it's
it goes like
then
in the water.
Then it's a fucking pet. Do I have to buy its food?
Yeah.
Does it have a job?
No.
Then fuck that goddamn fish. Bro, I hate animals. I see no, and by the way, there's people in the chat right now who are like, dude, my fucking dog's licking my face right now.
Oh.
Hey, I'm hanging out with my dog right now.
I mean, listen, I'm not hating on you guys. It is what it is, but bro.
Most people love animals, and that's okay. I don't have a problem with that. I don't like animals, so just you and I don't hang out. That's all. And I don't like them because every time I look at an animal, I just think of like a bum, like a homeless bum who's just like jobless and fucking useless. And you're just sitting there fucking looking at me begging for money.
Yeah.
You're begging for me to buy your food, to feed your ass. You don't have a job. You just sit
Animals
there.
are the ultimate liberals, man.
Dude.
They don't fucking work. They just want handouts. All that's like, feed me, motherfucker.
And then you got a lot of people who say, well, the purpose of an animal or a pet is because it, like, you know, it's your friend and it helps you and it, you know, boosts up your self-esteem and, you know, you just it's nice to have like a friend like that. People love animals for that. Like the people chatting right now. Yeah. They're like, hey, I'm sitting next to my dog, I'm petting it. Dude, have a fucking kid then and raise your child so it can get a job, and that way it's like an investment. To me, I don't believe in like emotional investments where that's what they are. I mean, now I'll give you that some dogs serve a purpose for blind people.
Yeah.
For if you're out in like a ski mountain, those fucking dogs with the thing around their necks that like help people that are trapped in shit. Police dogs. But for a pet, I never understood it because I just could never imagine me sitting at my TV just like next to a fucking dog.
Let me tell you something that's going to blow your mind, okay? Our little buddy Max, who podcast listeners, you guys, you know what's up. Max is my neighbor's cat who comes over. We actually bought this little motherfucker treats. We get him treats from like Target and stuff, and we keep him under the sink where like all the cleaning supplies are. And when he comes over, he only comes over for treats. He stands at the fucking sliding door looking in the house.
Like a bum.
Like a little bum. Like, let me in, motherfucker. I want my treats. Cold as hell outside. He legit leaves his house runs down the sidewalk to wiggles in between our fucking porch, like the little bars that are on my little balcony. He wiggles in because he's a little fat fuck, and he slides through, and he just sits there at the door waiting for one of us to see him. So anyway, we put a paper towel down on the floor because I'm not putting treats on my fucking bare floor. That's disgusting. So we put treats on a paper towel. He eats the fucking treats, and then he fucking leaves. That's all he wants to do is just eat and leave. And then he goes to the door and he starts meowing.
Sounds a lot like a fucking bum.
Yeah, he's a bum. But listen to this. Because Max has two brothers, well, he has two brothers who are human, and then he has two brothers who are dogs.
This is the other thing I hate about animals. People call them like you're treating it like it's a fucking real person.
I don't even know.
It's a fucking animal. In some countries, they're snacks.
Max has been our neighbor.
Over here, they have brothers and sisters.
Dude, Max has been our neighbor for like 2 or 3 years now. I don't even know what the mom's name is. I call her Max's mom. And she talks to me all the time.
It's called an owner because it's a fucking animal.
All right, so listen. So Max's brother, two brothers, two dogs. Anytime that Max tries to eat.
Did you just say the cat has brothers and their dogs?
Yeah, like it's
you
a
mean
family.
the other pets?
The other pets that are in the house. Okay, the other pets that are in the house. Listen to this shit. I hope she doesn't listen to the podcast. I doubt she does. But anyway.
Keep that goddamn cat out of this house.
Dude, listen. Anytime she tries to feed Max, the dogs start eating the cat's food. Okay? So what does she do? She feeds the cat on the kitchen counter. next to the sink, puts a plate down, opens up a can of wet fucking cat food, bro, on the counter where the coffee maker is.
How dirty is it?
I've never been in there.
Dude, I just couldn't.
These or some
shit.
shit.
Did you even hit him up and be like, hey?
Yeah. I talked to my dad. He texted me Happy Thanksgiving, and talked to him real quick, just say what's up, and yeah. But I'll see him for Christmas, so it's all good. And
we're back live, just so you know.
Okay, we're back on the live stream. There you go. Yeah, I just saw that. We're down.
Computer restarted for some random reason.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Maybe it was PETA and they killed the stream.
Oh shit. Yeah. Ryan Falls just said PETA coming after art.
Oh, did somebody say it? Yeah.
Yeah, that's funny. Yeah, what else we got here? So moving forward, let me just give you guys the breakdown of what's going to happen moving forward. Every show, for those of you who didn't listen to episode 185, if you were a Patreon member, which you are if you're hearing this, unless you're one of the few people that are in the YouTube live stream right now, every episode is going to be uploaded to Patreon as a Patreon exclusive via a SoundCloud link. The reason why we're doing SoundCloud is because SoundCloud is a universal app that anybody can click on. You don't even have to have the app downloaded. You'll just see the link. I'll post it, be like, hey, here's the episode. You click on it, it'll start playing. And you can listen to it in your car, on your phone, wherever the fuck you listen to the podcast. Everything will be exactly the same. The YouTube live stream that we do every week will be uploaded as an unlisted stream, just like we do every week on the podcast or on Patreon. We upload it to Patreon if you would rather watch the YouTube stream. So you could listen to it both ways. You could listen to it via audio, or you could have the live stream playing in the background. However you want to listen, it's up to you. And that'll be how it will be moving forward. Now, again, I'm not saying that we're never going to go public again, but I want there to be some shit going on. You know what I mean? Like I was trying to say before, I try to find moments of the show where it's like, yo, this is a dope clip, fucking little 30-second thing. Let's throw it on IG. Let's throw it on Facebook. Let's throw it on Twitter. You know, because a lot of people, the majority of the people who follow me don't even know I do a podcast. Have no idea. Joey yesterday pulled this kid at the gym because we were talking about the store, and Joey's like, dude, fucking nobody knows that you even have a merch store. So he asked some random kid who came up and wanted a picture. Because we went to the gym at a different time yesterday, so we saw a whole bunch of new faces that have never seen me there before, and I was like, oh my God, Robert Frank, blah, blah, blah. So we were taking pictures with the bros and shit, and Joey was like, hey, let me ask you a question, dude. do you know that he has a store that he like slings merch and shit like that? And the dude was like, yeah, but you could tell that he had no fucking idea.
He had no idea.
Because he was like, yeah, no, I see the ads. I was like, what, on Facebook? He was like, no, like on TikTok and stuff. Dude, I've never talked about my store on TikTok.
I put him on the spot.
Yeah.
But I wanted to know, and obviously we did know the answer. He had no idea.
So if these people have no idea that I have a store, which I talk about all the time in stories, posting fucking little videos, and whenever we get new merch out or we talk about it on the podcast, like I talk about my store a lot. Speaking of the store, the Tan Friday sale is going on right now. The code is TAN20. That will expire on Saturday. If you order 2 or more items, I'm going to throw in a free emoji headband. So why don't you guys, there's 60-something people in this live stream right now. Why don't you guys all go over to robertfrank615.com right now and place an order and be like, hey, I'm here from the live stream. Maybe I'll even throw in a little extra present for you. You never know. I may be feeling some Thanksgiving joy, and if you're in the live stream. Another thing, too, that I wanted to say is I forget what I was going to say. I don't even know where I was in terms of my thought process.
Well, I do have some super chats. So
okay, go ahead. Super chat it up, and then we'll fucking wrap
So
this
for
up.
those of you listening in the live stream, the computer randomly restarted. Fortunately, I was able to get us back to going live again. Keith Parker with a $2 dono says, Snatch is dirty. You don't gauge with those ones. I don't know what you mean by don't gauge with those ones.
I don't know what that means.
Maybe it's relating to us talking about the animals. Kevin FKA The Body says, new shirt idea, Joey flipping off a goldfish.
Ooh, that'll be a good one.
It's too specific.
It's very specific.
One thing we've learned over the years is the more generic, the easier it is to sell stuff.
Yeah.
Strider for Life, $5 dono says, happy Thanksgiving, guys.
Thank you. Happy
Thanksgiving to you, too. Yeah, I'm all caught up. I see people in here asking about Ray. Ray is, I assume, with his family tonight, right?
Yeah, I think he's in Connecticut.
Yeah. So, yeah, we wanted to at least still do a podcast tonight and to simplify all the stuff Rob's talking about, because Rob, I feel like, can sometimes ramble or confuse you and talk only in his language. Tonight is a live stream. Okay, you can if you're on YouTube right now, you're literally watching this. It's public to anybody. However,
it's live,
once the live stream is over, it will not be accessible anymore unless you're a Patreon member. The audio that's recording right now, the podcast, if you listen on SoundCloud or any platform, that's only going to be accessible to Patreon. And going forward, every live stream and every audio is only Patreon. It's not going to be public anymore. And just to give you like a brief summary about what's going on, I would say the last year and a half, since March of 2020, after COVID, the world changed a lot. It got all political. It got all us not traveling, us not enjoying stuff. The podcast was based on like a bunch of bros and going out and talking shit.
Right. We're not a niche specific podcast where we talk about wrestling or talk about sports or talk about shit that there's always stuff going on. Our show revolved around us doing shit, and we stopped doing shit.
Yeah, and usually you'd be able to transition a conversation that was about, hey, we went out last Saturday, or we traveled last Saturday, and somehow that then turns into relationship advice, or some kind of situation that other people could relate to, and it was helpful. But knowing that we can't do anything, it's been a year and a half, we're just repeating ourselves. So Rob's saying
running on fumes, baby.
So he's more of the type of person who would rather give you like quality than just pumping out quantity. So it's kind of like he's going to take a rest day. Like he just doesn't want to keep lifting. He needs a rest day. He needs the muscles to relax. So take a few months off of doing public ones and see what happens. The rebranding thing is basically, the world is so different now. Social media is so different now. Even the dumbest shit gets pulled off of social media. Yeah. So we can't use
I was showing Marissa's dad the video that got me banned on TikTok, which I'm still banned on my main page. He was like, how? Because we were actually standing out in his driveway. He was smoking a cigarette, and I was just standing out there getting some air. And he was like, I don't know how much he knows, like, about what's going on or how much he knows that I'm like a YouTube guy. Like, he doesn't know the severity of how this is taken off, and we have, all these fucking 6-figure incomes coming in and blah, blah. He just thinks that because to people that are naive to this world, they just think that I'm a YouTube guy. Like, because they heard somewhere that people make money on YouTube and that's how they survive. But he was out there and he was like, he was just like kind of giving me a pep talk, like to keep my head up and keep pushing forward. And I was like, wait, what does he know about what's going on? But he was just, he was trying to give me some positive, motivating advice. Like, hey, man, like push through this and you're going to get back to normal and the people are going to love you. They still love you, blah, blah, blah. I was like, yeah, I know. But in my brain, like, dude, I always use this. I love this phrase. I would rather burn out than fade away. I don't want to be fucking Ric Flair, okay? I don't want to be 60 years old in a wrestling ring fucking when my run against Barry Windham and Sting in the 80s is over, baby. You know what I mean? And I'm very aware of what's going on. And again, I hate to fucking repeat myself, but the guy that everyone on the internet fell in love with and couldn't wait for the next car rant video, it was all making fun of people, trolling people. Every video, you're hey Billy, hey Chad, blah 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 blah, and man bun having, Starbucks sipping, skinny jean wearing, blah 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 blah, all that bullshit, video game playing, Tide Pod popping. I can't do that anymore. The littlest fucking shit gets banned, and which is what I was saying. I was showing him the video that got me banned on TikTok for 2 weeks. He was like, what is wrong with that? I was like, it's bullying, because somebody else said 4 doors more whores. Whores now is bullying. It's hate speech. So it got pulled, and because I have a bunch of violations, now I'm serving a 2-week ban. And he was saying, well, can't you just kind of like taper it back a little bit? Yeah, but then I'm not being me, and I'm not having fun. I'm not eager to create content when I know I have to fucking pull back on shit. Which is why I really stopped doing my political racist rants that people would call it, because I had to start using fucking code words. I couldn't say Donald Trump. I had to say Donnie T or 45. And to some random person just watching my video, they're like, what the fuck is he talking about? Because I couldn't say Donald Trump because the algorithm just wouldn't show anybody the video, or it would pull it for, you know how many videos I got pulled for political content? And I'm not authorized to post political content because I'm not a fucking political person. It's like, dude, what the fuck, man? So anyway, we'll get back into figuring out how to really make this shit poppin'. I know I even teased of maybe a fucking new cast, like thinking about maybe getting a permanent 4th member of the show. Ray ain't going nowhere, Joey's not going anywhere, but since Vin is out, and all the former co-hosts that we've had in the past, they've went on to other things or just have no interest in doing it anymore. Maybe we'll get another fucking person that's local that could come and show up every week, and they just know 9:00 on Thursday nights. This is what I do. This is a job. This is what I'm doing. So. Yeah, this comes at a time, too. We have podcast sponsors that are not going to be happy that we're doing a show now. Instead of 50,000 people a month listening to the show, now only a couple hundred people are listening to the show. But again, we'll fucking, we're very transparent here. I had Joey send them an email the other day that says, hey, we're taking a break. We're no longer taking, accepting any booking offerings. For sponsors or anything like that. And that is a lot of money that people will be like, dude, why would you ever fucking throw this money away? Because I have pride. And again, if I'm feeling that the show is not up to par, you know what? I'm not going to fucking make people sit there and listen to it, except for the people that really do, the true blue people that care and actually have invested interest in Joey, Ray, myself, and whoever else is at the round table of testosterone. And guess what they're called, Joey? They're called Patreon members. You have any final thoughts, or do we have any super chats that we didn't get into?
No, there's nothing left super chat. I mean,
okay.
Just happy Thanksgiving, obviously. Holidays are now officially here, so I'll be getting a tree this weekend.
Yep.
Doing all that shit.
Yeah. Yeah. Again, because of my situation and because of my just life and everything, I have zero Christmas spirit. Like, don't want to put a tree up. Don't even want to I'm like, oh, I got to fucking shop. I'm just going to get a bunch of gift cards. Like, I remember back in the day where you just put cash in an envelope and be like, Merry Christmas. Now everything is like a present. You got to do presents and shit. But it's all for the aesthetics of putting fucking boxes and wrapping them up and put them under the tree and shit. But anyway, what else we got going on? Okay, last time, guys, live stream. Damn, man, there's fucking 80. We're breaking records here tonight. 84 people in the stream, Joey. I see these channels. I was telling Joey this the other day. There's something called, there was a podcast called Bomb First, which is a podcast about fucking gangsters and shit, like your West Coast Bloods and Crips and shit. It's called Bomb First. And I think they have like 45,000 subscribers or something like that. They had like 8,000 people in the live stream when they were doing a live stream, just like me and you. It was two fucking black dudes talking back and forth. And we're just two white dudes. But maybe YouTube. Remember YouTube said that they're going to start pushing people of color and shit? Maybe we need Ray, and maybe we need another tan co-host. And maybe they'll start pushing our shit. But yeah, 8,000. So 45,000 subscribers, 8,000 people in the live stream. We have 200-something thousand subscribers and 90 people in the stream. It's fucking great. It's Thanksgiving night. We'll blame it on that. Or maybe people just don't give a fuck. I think it's more the latter. But anyway, Joey, that's it, right? You don't have any more super chats?
Yeah, I mean, for now, this is the last live stream.
Yeah. So, and Patreon, just in case you were curious, what's going to happen is I'm going to post the link to the unlisted stream on Patreon right before we go live. I can do that right from my phone. So that's how you'll be able to access the live stream. Okay? So, yes, there will still be a live stream. You'll still be able to chat and have your own side conversations like you guys always do and chime in and super chat and everything. Everything will remain exactly the same. But other than that, happy Thanksgiving, everyone. Hopefully this cleared up what's going on in Glorious House of Gainz podcast land for Ziz and Tupac and Kurt and Warrior. Make sure you guys go over to robertfrank615.com, please, and use that TAN20 code. And remember, if you buy 2 or more items, you're going to get a free emoji headband. And if you spend over $100, you're going to get free U.S. shipping and a free Steel Supplements Try the Line sample pack, which comes with 10 or 12 different samples. So you could try before you buy. Again, that's robertfrank615.com. The discount code is TAN20, and this expires on Saturday. That's it, Joey. Let's wrap it up.
Swallows the goal, size of the